On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains.
And he takes it to the house. Done!
What'd he do? Uh-oh.
Offense set.
Well, you see what happens when they don't listen. When people don't listen, they get in trouble. Don't want to be like Onyx.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He'll try it again. A pickup of 5, marching at the 36-yard line.
I'm gonna go have so much fun with you, Lola. We're gonna have fun.
Up tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall.
Lola, when you go to big girl school, if you ever need Uncle Darius, you just call him. He's coming to get you.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
At the wedding, Lola.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right?
You look really nice. You look so pretty.
Throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Touch pass on the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gonna run it. It's Morris. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
No, she's a little black. I see it too. She has a little black in her too.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
Yeah, she's gonna always say yes, Lola. Yep, she's gonna say yes every time. Look at her. When she licks her tongue out, that means yes.
They can't let it get out of hand as we start the second.
I know you hit my voice code there.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 35, he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And now they've moved into the red zone. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room
separate this defense.
Somebody come in there and mess up our fun, Lola.
If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you
makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
What am I going to do there?
Snagged in the middle, it's Randolph. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give. Able to scrounge that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give on the inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Dropping back, it's Basco. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Who over there coughing? Good Lord. Lola, so when people cough like that, you got to cover your face too. Because you don't want that germ to fly on you. It flies around like a bug.
On the run, it's Morris. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not
might be full already.
Screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
The things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And a
Good Lord of
really
mercy.
nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped
Don't
the
you
really big
bring it
play.
over here now, baby.
First down here with time for
Bring it
maybe
back over
one
here.
more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first
He's
down.
sleepy.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the
Tired.
quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Sweet feet on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, on that fourth down, if they don't get it, the head coach is at the podium after the game with some explaining to do. That's not the situation. You're expecting them to run the football, but the gamble pays off.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. Lowers those pads. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense has had the ball so long, the opposing offense was still using a pacifier the last time they had it. Forced out of the pocket. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone.
And he finds the end zone.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They'll immediately call timeout. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Do you like chicken nuggets, Logan?
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense?
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball...
Offense getting set for first down.
Oh. Those are good.
Leaves it with the running back.
Do you like those,
They
Logan?
bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Pocket starts to collapse. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his man. It's Smith. And
Yeah,
he's
vitamins
not
are good
going
for
to
you,
make
Logan.
it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On
Vitamins
defense, one of the most
keep you
critical
healthy.
statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent
And
from
Uncle
keeping
Darius.
drives
Uncle
alive?
Darius
Right
takes
there,
vitamins too.
tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Yeah, he does.
On 4th down, going to the air. Looking for the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Just that.
And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he's in for the score.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life.
That's a T. So T-I-T-I. So what does that say? Think about it. When you look at your iPad, who do you call? And it says that.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Vasco. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed it.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The play action fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Powers forward. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Here comes the 2-point try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and,
On first down, here comes this offense. Gonna run it. It's Morris. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got...
Yes, she can. I seen her do it yesterday, Lola. Yeah, I saw it in my eyes.
Shakes off the tackler. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I love
That's
the
good,
idea,
Lola.
and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. You off one deep down the left side. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. 42 Spider. To the air, it's Vasco. He's right on target. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They want to just keep throwing it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great snag in the end zone. Touch.
Wow.
A first down for the offense. Power football with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot.
You're brilliant, Lolo.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Finds his man down the middle. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been